Good evening and welcome to Source 16 News at 10. New this hour, several local women were recognized for their contributions to Hopkinsville and Christian County this evening. The Hopkinsville Human Relations Commission celebrated their second annual Women's History Month Awards program at Hopkinsville Community College. Hopkinsville's president of the League of Women Voters, Carolyn Self, was selected for the evening's top award, the 2011 Fanny Bronson Postel Woman of the Year. Meanwhile, Emma Cowell received the Rachel Davis Hopkins Award after overcoming a stroke that she had when she was in her 20s. And for her work and time spent volunteering with children around the community, Nanny Croney received the Jenny Knight Baker Award. Also, Hopkinsville's first woman to be elected to Hopkinsville City Council, Fannie Louise Maddox, received the Sherry Jeffers Award for her longtime community service. Hopkinsville High School Principal Demetria Choice served as the evening's guest speaker, where she challenged everyone to become a mentor to local youth. The Hopkinsville Human Relations Commission promotes diversity, unity, and harmony in the community and works to improve the future of youth and advance economic development. During a special called meeting tonight, the Christian County Board of Education unanimously approved a 36-month energy conservation agreement with a company called Internoc, which may bring an additional $25,000 to the district.
And it is a partnership between TVA, Internoc, and our two local electric utilities. That partnership combined will enter into an agreement with us whereby if we will agree to reduce our electric demand during peak periods from TVA, then they will make us payments. They will pay money to us just for enrolling on that. And if they actually do have peak demands when we have to, when they need us to reduce demand, they will pay even more for that.
The board also approved a technology package for over $986,000 that includes electrical, data cabling, sound systems upgrades, and fiber work for the new Christian County Middle School. Another action, the board agreed to postpone taking action on a proposed agreement that would provide 6 school resource officers until officials could discuss salaries and the amount of hours the SROs would work. And Director of Business Jessica Darnell presented board members a 2011-12 draft budget of over $89 million for the district. 9 Graves County Amish men appeared in the Kentucky Court of Appeals today. The men from the Old Order Swartz-and-Truber Amish sect are appealing misdemeanor conviction in Graves County District Court for failing to display slow-moving vehicle emblems on their buggies, saying the state law goes against their church teachings. According to reports out of Louisville, a justice on the Kentucky Court of Appeals challenged the claim, saying, quote, "We want to restrict governmental intrusion into our lives, but not when you start endangering other people. There might be a baby in the car that hits that buggy. How do you justify putting that baby in danger to express your religious beliefs?" Attorney for the American Civil Liberties Union in Louisville, William Sharp, represented the appellants in the Allen courtroom at the University of Louisville Louis D. Brandeis School of Law, where the oral arguments were heard. He argued the requirement violates their modesty code and is inconsistent because it does not require the emblem on bicycles, which travel at a similar speed as buggies. Senior Judge Ann O'Malley Shake says the panel will deliberate on the case and issue a decision at a later date. The National Committee for Amish Religious Freedom and the Mennonite Central Committee have filed friend of the court briefs in this case. The Hopkinsville Christian County and Cadiz Tree County Chamber of Commerce members have a new way to increase their business. Both chambers announced today they have officially teamed up to form a regional partnership that will consist of over 900 members.
Because of the added benefits it means to our chamber members. For joining our chamber, they automatically become a member of the Hopkinsville Chamber of Commerce, and I believe that they'll have an opportunity to market to a new customer base, which hopefully will increase their business.
Hopkinsville members also have an opportunity to market to a new customer base by a new Plus Up feature.
Is that we're affording our Christian County-based members an opportunity to plus up their membership for an additional $100 and secure membership to the Cadiz Tree County Chamber of Commerce. And we know already that there are many, many Christian County-based businesses interested in doing just that.
In addition, the Cady County Chamber will be hiring a part-time employee to serve their community.
We have always been an all-volunteer organization, which can get a little tricky every now and then because we all have our own businesses to run. And so now we will be able to hire a part-time person who will be responsible for growing our membership. And our goal this year is 225 members.
Both chambers want to maintain their own identity, but still want to continue to grow by possibly adding the Todd County Chamber of Commerce in the future.
You know, that's just going to mean more members, and I think going to mean a larger voice, and I think it's just going to benefit our region. The more people we bring in, the more benefit we'll have, I believe.
Now that the partnership is official, a regional advisory committee will be appointed in the coming months that includes members from both chambers and the Todd County Industrial Foundation. The Hopkinsville Christian County Chamber of Commerce will also be looking at possibly changing their name to better suit these changes. Kentucky State Police are investigating an arson that destroyed a home and forced the closure of an Ohio County elementary school today. Spokesman Corey King told Source 16 state police were dispatched to a structure fire behind the Horse Branch Elementary School on U.S. Highway 62 East just after 3 o'clock this morning. He says the first trooper that arrived on the scene discovered 2 separate outbuildings on fire behind the school. While fire personnel were responding to the scene, Trooper King says they noticed a vacant home on fire about a mile away from the school. Ohio County School Superintendent Soretta Ralph told Source 16 preschool through 6th grade students will not begin class tomorrow, but will return to school next week at an alternate location. She says a structural engineer and architect will be at the elementary school tomorrow to determine what repairs need to be done to secure the building. According to Ralph, 2 classrooms were damaged. There's smoke damage throughout the school. Windows were broken out from the extreme heat, and the ceiling needs to be repaired where it was ripped open for ventilation. Meanwhile, a 2-story wooden structure home that was about 100 years old was completely destroyed by fire this morning. According to Fairview volunteer firefighter Anita Bass, the wife of Chief Marvin Bass, 4 fire departments responded to the home of Daniel Bell at 3870 Jefferson Davis Highway off Highway 68 Russellville Road in Todd County around 1225. Bass says the home was fully engulfed and Bell and 4 other family members, along with their dogs, were able to get out of the home safely. However, she says 1 family member was transported to Jenny Stewart Medical Center where the individual was treated and released. According to Bass, at this time, the cause of the fire has not been determined. Firefighters cleared the scene around 5:30 this morning, but returned to the home throughout the day to extinguish hot spots that have rekindled. Government officials from across the country, including 2 from Kentucky, got powerful reminders today about our nation's youth. Christian County's Head Start program delivered children's handprint artwork to Senator Rand Paul and 1st District Congressman Ed Whitfield's Hopkinsville offices to take part in the national Hands In for Head Start campaign.
We're trying to educate our congressmen on our Head Start program in hopes that they will not cut our funding.
The future of over 16,000 children in Kentucky, including over 270 in Christian County, currently lies in policymakers' hands. Budget cuts will affect many of the Christian County Head Start programs for children and families.
Nutrition, family services, which that's what I do as an advocate. We empower our parents. We do parenting skills. They learn through cognitive play, which they do in the classroom. So it's just very important to keep Head Start going because of those services.
Along with the artwork, Christian County Head Start also extended an invitation to Senator Paul and Congressman Whitfield to visit their facility and see firsthand how critical their services are to the community. Mayfield police are warning Graves County residents of a possible scam of someone claiming to be with Robert Schaefer and Associates. According to a report, 49-year-old Pam Gilbert of Adams Circle told police she was contacted by a man with a foreign accent claiming to represent Robert Schaefer and Associates. The man advised Gilbert she owed $475 concerning a payday loan, but Gilbert told police she does not owe the money and she contacted the FBI because the man had her personal information. Mayfield police contacted Robert Schaefer's law office and spoke with Mr. Schaefer, who said he is a criminal defense lawyer and does not collect money for anyone. Mayfield police are requesting that if anyone receives a call claiming to be with Robert Schaefer and Associates, contact your local law enforcement office. A Fort Campbell team of 10 soldiers recently won a total of 4 silver medals and 12 bronze medals during the military's 36th annual culinary arts competition at Fort Lee, Virginia. Congratulations goes out to the following soldiers: Chief Warrant Officer 3 Joseph Wisniewski, Staff Sergeant Solomon Stevenson, Sergeant John Steffen, Specialist Orlando Nixon, Private First Class Rachel Duran Jensen, Specialist Louis Robles, Private First Class Angela Taylor, Private First Class Cynthia Stevenson, Private First Class Alan Guerrero, and Private Nicholas Marker. According to officials, the Fort Campbell team competed against the American Culinary Federation standards in multiple events that included a written knowledge test, live individual cooking, and cold table events. The competition consisted of 251 active duty and reserve Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps to increase culinary skills and military food service. The competition was hosted by the U.S. Army Quartermaster School's Joint Culinary Center for Excellence. Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is $312 million, and Saturday's Powerball jackpot is $125 million.